I am the German snob, and I want to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to a good let's play? No, says the man on YouTube. It belongs to obnoxious screaming assholes mugging into face cams. No, says the man on something awful. It belongs to those who are willing to pay for their accounts. I rejected these answers. I chose the impossible instead. I chose Let's Play Bioshock. Hello there, and yeah, you haven't heard that before. No sir. Because any other video you may remember that had like, out of sync audio didn't exist. You imagined it, guys. No, I'd never upload such a thing. No sir. So yeah, we are playing Bioshock. And new game indeed. And medium difficulty indeed, because we have played other shooters. We just finished a let's play of Black Mesa, a game that was infinitely more difficult than Bioshock is. Bioshock, in fact, is a pretty forgiving game. So let's get this started. 1960, Mid-Atlantic. Will you look at that? We are on a plane.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
And then our plane crashes. So, born to great things indeed. Well, born to be the protagonist of Bioshock. Which is probably not the worst thing that could happen to you. Certainly not the best thing either, but I'm sure it's not the worst thing. But yeah, so starts our game. And as you very soon are going to see, for this game being like, let me think about it, I believe at least 5 years old, you will pretty soon see that wait a moment, and wait a further moment. Because in fact, what you are going to see is that this game, even for its age, still looks pretty impressive. And really, you gotta admire the details on the water here. And on the fire too. All in all, it's pretty amazing. Where we want to go to is that tower there. And yes, it is the only way we can go. We would be blocked by invisible walls basically anywhere else. Also, it almost looks like we are getting hurt by fire. But we are not. So, yeah. Time to enter that tower, and what's that? Just flotsam of some sort, I suppose. So, whatever. Let's get in there. So that we can actually start the game. But yeah, still a good looking game. I think what makes this game, or what made this game age so well in its visuals, is that the graphic style is not entirely realistic. Much more, it is just slightly stylized enough that you don't see its age that much. And now we are inside the tower. No gods or kings, only man. Or as the game dressed abbreviated, propaganda. And listen to that music. Classy as hell. Here we have Bobby Darin's Beyond the Sea. A great song, even if it's only an instrumental version. I think that the version with vocals is also in the game, but I'm not too sure. But still a good song. I believe it was also in Pixar's Finding Nemo. But again, not sure. Quote from Andrew Ryan. In what country is there a place for people like me? Depends on what kind of person you are, Mr. Ryan. But we will get to know him. Yet first we are going to go down here. Hey, look at that. So it's a bunch of fishes, and waves jumping towards the sun. Yep, a pretty good image. And here we see the principles on which the place we're going to was founded. Science, industry, and art. Indeed. What does this say? R. R standing either for Rapture or for Ryan. You know, could be either way. So yeah, let's go down there. The upcoming sequence is pretty amazing. Let's do this. Bathysphere lever. Let's take a dive. And yeah, here we are having a Half-Life moment. So, 10 fathoms beyond the sea, there's a statue. I'm getting into those later. 18 fathoms. And we are going to see a little movie. Fire at your fingertips. Incinerate. Plasmids by Ryan Industries.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Where the artist would not fear censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
And it is going to become my city for the rest of this game. And really it could be worse. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. This place is beautifully designed. And I mean, look at that whale there. Yeah, lit up like hellfire and such. But again, look at it. It's basically like Gotham City meets Atlantis. All good things of this earth flow into the city of Rapture. I can't wait to explore it. So, up we go. Yes, it is. Yep. Also, for some reason or another, the dialogue and the subtitles are... Well, I guess you can see it for yourself. They are not very well synchronized. I guess it's just a fault in the subtitles of this game.
Is it someone new?
Yes, it is. Well, whoever that was, I sure hope not to meet her. Also, it looks like we are pretty screwed. And I mean, we are unarmed, so I really hope that nothing's going to attack us. Like her here. I sincerely hope she's not... I can do that.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive.
Nice to meet you.
Keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
God, that Irish accent is kind of ridiculous, actually. But, okay.
Deep breath and step out of the bathysphere.
I will.
Won't leave you twisting in the wind.
Alright.
We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Yeah, alrighty. So, whatever. This thing here is called a beta chamber. These things are basically our save points. The game is going to explain it to us for itself. If you're killed by the hostile denizens of Rapture, you will be revived live and whole. At the last Vita chamber you passed, some of your health will be restored, and you will always have at least a small amount of Eve. We are going to find out what that is. Vita chambers work automatically. There is no need to use or activate them, which is in fact pretty practical for us. So we don't actually have to save there. We get these save points pretty much as soon as we pass them. I'm pretty happy about that. What else is there? There are those loudspeakers. At least I assume that they are loudspeakers, even though we don't hear any sound of it. What does this say? The great chain is guided by our hand. Well, whatever that may mean. But there is no ambiguity to what these signs mean. Rapture is dead. We are not your property. Let it end, let us ascend. Did I miss any? Ryan doesn't own us. These are very obviously protest signs. And they paint a pretty bleak picture of the state this city is in. And so does this whole place. If there's anything that's apparent, is that even though that's the place we arrived, they probably didn't let anyone in or out anymore. So yeah, it seems to be like there were revolts. Look, attention, all bathysphere travel is now denied. So basically there was some government waging war against its own citizens. Doesn't look too well.
Just a bit more. How do you like that, mister?
Oh, wow.
Would you kindly find a crowbar or something?
Yeah, I will. A crowbar, no.
Johnny M. Goddamn splicers.
No, I'm not going to find a crowbar, that was the other game. I am going to find a wrench. Much like that one. So what you just saw there attacking this thing is a security drone. They are mostly going to be a problem for us. But they are also going to be a problem for our enemies because we can use them for ourselves. But we will be getting to that. So what else does this say? Cancelled, huh? Yep, no getting in here or out here. That's very much obvious. And we can just kind of smash this this rubble down there to crouch beneath. What did you want? Yeah, this fucking place is a pretty terrible place to live, and that did almost hurt me, but it actually didn't. But I am going to hurt someone else right here. Die. Yeah, you are not going to attack me. Well, you are going to attack me, but you're not going to actually hurt me. So look at that, our first killed enemy. A thuggish splicer. Splicers are... well, we are going to find out. Other than that, there is a lot of pretty interesting stuff in that room. One man's vision. Mankind's salvation. Rapture, November the 5th, 1946. Huh. So that seems to be the beginning of the city. 1946. This game is set in 1960. So yeah, I can see how it would grow in that time. I can see that. So looks like this place was built shortly after the war. Huh. Pick your plasmid and evolve. And that's exactly what we are going to do. We will get ourselves some nice little superpowers here. Please.
Your genetic code is being rewritten. Hold on and everything will be fine.
I love just how casually he said that. hey, your genetic code is going to be rewritten.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him.
Let's bark.
Weak! You're a weak chopper.
This little fish, I love telling it. We not get that.
Yellow always had been. You'll be no better off with Metal Daddy, little fish. See you floating.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's alright. I know he'll be an angel soon.
And once again, subtitles and audio don't match up. Well, don't know if there's anything I can do about that.
First time plasma's a real kick on you.
Yes, I am alright.
Fistful of lightning now, is there?
Yep, that's exactly what it is. We can shoot lightning now. Hey, look at that. Pretty nice. Makes us feel much safer down here. Totally worth taking that shot from that syringe. Because you know, the first thing you do if you find a strange syringe in some hellhole beneath the ocean is to inject it right into your arm. Also, whoever designed this place obviously had a fable for statues. Now, these statues obviously invoke the image of Atlas holding up the globe. Which, as I constantly like to tell people, is not actually true to the Greek-like mythology. Because in fact, Atlas the giant or the Titan did not in fact hold up the world. He held up the sky. That's something not many people know. And you can feel cultured because you watch my videos. Or something like that. Potato chips, these heal us. But seeing how we have full health, that's not very important for us. Also, yeah, the game tells us to override that switch or whatever it is supposed to be, and we are going to do so. So we can go through that corridor and maybe, just maybe, get somewhere. Okay, that's probably not what we wanted to happen. No, not at all. So we can't go straight on here, but yeah. You would think that these corridors here that connect parts of the city or you know, would be a bit safer, but apparently they aren't, and they get destroyed fairly easily. So that could be a problem. But we got through here anyway, so who cares? And Rapture seems to be still dead, and so is this guy. Let's search him, because he has a first aid kit on him. He also has a syringe on him, a Eve Hypo. As far as I know, these refill our... well, our Eve, as they say. Now, what exactly is Eve, you're probably going to ask? Well, you see that...
Give him the combo.
Don't interrupt me.
1-2 punch. Remember, the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Eve. So that's the little gauge below our health gauge. So where are those enemies that Atlas was talking about? Yeah, please no, die. And then we are going to beat him over the head with our wrench. So this gives us the opportunity to combine our... oh hey, there's another syringe. To combine our plasmids with our actual weapons. And there's another beta chamber. So we shouldn't be afraid of dying here. What? Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm not going to shock you, I guess. Now, by the way, talking about combining our powers. If we were able to lure this guy into the water here, we could just zap the water and electrocute him, and it would, I think, kill him. I'm not sure. But it does, I'm very certain of that, a lot of damage. And yeah, health lost but ETH gain from smoking. Why would smoking refill our, basically what's our mana meter? I don't know.
Tell Ryan I'm sorry.
What? Yeah, I don't know. I never said you were a bad person. Hey, Punk, where are you? Oh, Punk, there are you. There you are, much more like that. And yes, we did waste a lot of plasma power ETH on him, but you know what, it's not like I care about that. I mean, we have more enough of that, right? And I believe we are going to get even more of it once we search him. Yep, I thought so. And you know what? Before we make any progress, I think this would be a pretty good point to stop recording for today. Just consider it as 2 parts, like for not only remaking part 1, but also as part 2. Alrighty, elevator not working. Pardon our dust. I will pardon your dust. Elevator Excelsior repair. Yeah, so whatever. We are going to stop recording for today. This is Let's Play Bioshock. I hope we are off to a good start. At least it's a better start than the other video. And I am your German snob, and I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow. Goodbye.